And Congress is getting back to business after passing a rules package that includes several concessions Kevin McCarthy made to his detractors in order to be elected Speaker. Now, the new rules in the House reflect a massive shift in procedure from Democratic control, and they cede some of McCarthy's power to rank-and-file members, allowing just one member to call a vote to oust him. ABC's Jay O'Brien joins me live on Capitol Hill for more on this. Jay, what other concessions in these House rules were made, really, and how could they affect how the House conducts business moving forward?
Well, we're still trying to unpack a lot of those, Diane, and that is one of the things that's dominating the storyline here in Congress, which is what did Kevin McCarthy specifically give away to get those holdout votes to back him for Speaker? Not everything has been laid out yet. We do know that there were concessions made on cutting government spending, on putting further right members of the House Republican Conference in further positions of power, like committee chairs, but also that big concession that you mentioned was making it easier to boot Kevin McCarthy from his job as Speaker. It only takes one lawmaker now to call for a vote to oust the Republican Speaker, called a motion to vacate the chair. So that puts McCarthy on a knife's edge with his power in the House GOP conference. If he has too much opposition, he could at least have someone call the vote for his ouster. Might not pass, but again, it puts him in a tenuous position with making sure that everyone within the House GOP conference is happy with what's going on, happy with McCarthy's leadership.
And Jay, Republicans are also signaling that they could block certain Democrats from serving on prestigious committees. So what's the strategy there?
Well, that was something that they promised to look into even before they took the House majority, saying that if they got the majority, they would boot Eric Swalwell from his committee assignments, Rashida Tlaib from her committee assignments. We're seeing that Democrats or Republicans start to telegraph that they're going to do that now going forward. It's part of a broader theme of this retribution politics, this idea that Republicans are now in the majority and they're going to take retribution for Democrats who, or for Republicans who had their committee assignments stripped by Democrats. Paul Gosar is a good example. Marjorie Taylor Greene is another. So again, if you talk about broader themes within this Congress, watch for Republicans with their revenge, with their retribution against Democrats, because Republicans now control the House. Democrats did just last month in December, Diane.
Meanwhile, House Democrats plan to file a complaint with the House Ethics Committee against embattled Congressman George Santos. He's now facing new allegations that he used campaign funds to cover personal expenses. So how are party leaders handling that? What, if any, consequences could he face?
Well, an ethics complaint can take a long time. Those things churn for quite a long time. The House can look into it. It really all depends, as you alluded to, as to what House GOP leadership wants to do about Santos. We heard from Kevin McCarthy, who was asked by my colleague Lauren Peller yesterday what he wants to do about Santos. McCarthy said that he prefers to handle these matters internally. That's a signal that Kevin McCarthy might privately rap George Santos on the knuckles in a meeting or in a phone call, but it doesn't signal that he's going to make a public example of him for the repeated lies about his background. So again, that's the issue that House Republican leadership faces right now as they take control. They've got to govern. They passed the rules package last night. They have day one pieces of legislation that they want to pass in this first week. But they also have to decide what they want to do about George Santos. Santos has signaled that he expects to sit on committees. Taking him off committees would be a big piece of punishment for him, but he's signaled he expects to be on those committees. So McCarthy's signaling there he might privately scold Santos, but there doesn't seem to be something churning in terms of a public making of an example of him as of right now.
All right, Jay O'Brien, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.